Hello everybody, welcome back. Now it's in English, so if you already listened to my video in Polish, that was in the morning. Now I'm back here after my group and I am here to talk about this very important subject. Today we'll be talking about why it's so important to have a healthy relationship between your mind and your body. If you're interested, stay tuned. If you're watching me live, please say hi, let me know that you're watching. If you are watching on the replay, please put #replay. So for those of you that are watching me for the first time, my name is Ania Szostak. I am a wellness coach here in Las Vegas, but I'm working with clients all over the world as I am working online. I am also a substance abuse counselor for many years, and I'm still working in the field, working with families and people that are struggling with different types of addiction. So to not hesitate anymore, let's get to the subject. So why do we need to have a healthy relationship between our mind and our body? So I want to first ask you guys or read you and actually ask you to ask yourself something. I want to read you a few sentences and I want you guys to tell me if you can relate to them and how many of them you can relate. And if you relate, put that in the comments. So first sentence will be, my mind is telling me that I have to. My mind is telling me that I need to. My mind is telling me to do something, but my body says no. So what I'm saying here is that often our mind is telling us that we need to do something, that all the windows need to be cleaned today, that I have to cook for the entire week, that I have to do this or that my mind tells me I need to and I want to and I have to do something. But when you start doing it, your body is not following. So your body is tired, your body is exhausted, your body doesn't want to cooperate. So this is the first one. The second one is, in my mind, I feel 22. In my mind, I feel that I have so many passions, that I have so much energy, that in my mind, I feel that I can conquer the world, that I can work still 80 hours a week, and that I can do all of those things, that I can juggle all those things that I've juggled when I was 16, when I was 20, when I was 22. But now my body cannot follow. So my body it cannot connect with the mind the same way. The body refuses. The body says, hell no. The third one, you feel frustrated because of the number one and number two, or both of them, or those two together, that you are frustrated, that your mind wants so much. Your mind believes that can do so much, but your body doesn't follow. So that is the third one. And the fourth one is that you start experiencing anger. You start experiencing resentments towards yourself, towards others. You feel guilty, you feel ashamed. You start rejecting your body. You start judging yourself for not being able to do what your mind is telling you that you can. If you can relate to any of those, put 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever you can relate, or put 1 to 4 if you relate to all of them. I am very interested to hear from you which one are you. So I will give you a second to put that. And make sure that if you come live, you said hi. Beata, hi, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. If you can't understand in English, I recorded already in Polish, so you can just go back to the previous video and you can have that. But if you understand English, welcome. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask. So I was that person. I was all of those 4 things. There was so much frustration. that my mind is still telling me that I can do so many things, that I want to do so many things. I have so many passions that I want to do, that I want to accomplish things. I have so many goals, but my body is telling like, nah, that's not going to happen today. Even though my mind is telling that yes. So I want to talk about this a little bit because I see this all the time, rather with myself, with my other clients that are struggling with that there's so much shame, so much guilt, so much resentment towards yourself or towards others to not participate in it. So let's look into that. We need to have a good communication. Why we need to have a good communication between our mind and our body. And let's think about it. Every time you say, I need to clean the entire house, or I need to work today 15 hours, and then your body is exhausted and your body cannot do what you want to do. Like when you're sitting and you're studying and you're doing something and you're like not connecting anymore, your body's saying no. Every time we want something from our body and our body doesn't follow, that put a lot of stress on our mind and our body. And I will present you how to look at it. So if you're ready, give me thumbs up. If you're following what I'm saying so far, give me thumbs up or wave or give me a sign, okay? So let's look at this a little bit differently. Because we are talking here about the relationship between the mind and the body. So let's just imagine for a second or for two. If you can close your eyes now, close your eyes and try to imagine that I am not talking about the relationship that you have between your mind and your body, but actually I'm talking about your relationship between you and your significant other. And that's your partner, that's your family member, somebody is very close, that relationship is important. Just imagine that for a second. And imagine now this. Every time you ask that person, let's do this. Can you please help me with that? Can you be there for me? Can you support me? I need you to do this. I have desire that I get this. I need this from you. And every time, hi Agnieszka, and every time you say that, that person says no. Every time, almost every time. Every time you have a desire to do something with that person, every time you want to do this extreme stuff, every time that you ask for support, every time you communicate your needs and wants and desires, that person says no. Now, what do you think is happening? What will be the thoughts that you will have? If you want to share, please put them in the comments. I am very curious. What will be your first thought? Because what I'm hearing and what I would think, it's like, why this person doesn't want to do this with me? Why this person doesn't want to experience something with me, do something for me? If they love me, if they want to be with me, why they don't want to help me? Why they don't want to support me? Why they are not listening to me? Why they are not hearing me? So after those thoughts, you will start having, I'm sorry guys, somebody just called me. So after those thoughts, you will have an emotion. And that emotion could be, and you can write in the comments what that could be for you. I can share with you what I would feel or what I hear from my clients is that it will be disappointment. It will be, I am not important enough. I am not loved. I feel lonely in this relationship. I am not being heard or I'm not being understood. So all those emotions and thoughts start coming. And unfortunately, when I start feeling this way, when I start feeling unimportant, unwanted, not supported, not heard, when my needs and wants and my desires are not being met in my relationship, what am I start going to do? What will be the action? Besides that, I will start thinking that maybe there is something wrong with me. My self-esteem will get a big hit because there is my loved one. It's not believing that I am good enough, so I must not be. And if you relate to that, put the emoji, put some emoji, the face that will represent that feeling. Or give me thumbs up saying that, yes, I'm following. That's what I would feel. So you start, your action after that emotion will be, and those thoughts will be, that you start isolating from that person. You stop communicating with that person. You start separating yourself from that person, and you start feeling more lonely, more alone in this. You start creating resentment. You start creating those feelings that is not anymore love, but it's a lot of pain and guilt and shame and towards that person. And the most is a lot of resentments, and it's only that there might not be much love. So when you getting there, when you start being angry with that person and resentful, and it's just painful to even look at them because you're not feeling supported or wanted or needed, then we have three things to do. We can get divorced from that relationship, separate from that relationship, and then try to start a new one. But we cannot forget that we're bringing all that baggage with us, because I was feeling not wanted, I was feeling not needed. So how is that affected my self-esteem? So I go with that. So now I need to heal from that. Then we can stay in that relationship and then to be totally miserable and be alone in it and start kind of separate life, but that communication, that love, it's gone. Or, and I hope that all of you guys will decide to do that, it's to work on it, to start that communication again, to start addressing our wants and needs, but also ask what that other person want and need from us. And to be heard, we need to hear somebody. So actually having two-way conversation, not just one way. So when we start working on it, now it can flourish. That communication can get better, and we can start having a healthy relationship. So why I was talking about this, why did I talk about this as a relationship? It's because it's easier very often for us to see this than actually having the relationship with us. So let's go back. What I was saying at the beginning, that look at your relationship, your communication between your mind and your body. So if we decide to separate from our body because our mind is like, no, you're not giving me this, you're not giving me that, you're not doing this for me, I resent you, I don't love you, I need some different body, that you're not the body that I want. We start resenting our body, so we separating. But can we separate from our body? I think the only way of separating from our body is when we die. Because imagine if our mind have all those thoughts and emotions towards our body, we ultimately rejecting our body. How that body ever will want to serve us? Would you ever want to be in a relationship with somebody always wants, and have needs and everything, but it's not listening, but it's not seeing like, okay, I get it, mind, that you want all of those stuff, but did you ever ask how I feel about it? How the body feels about it? Maybe that I need something. Maybe there is side of my story here. So we can get divorced from our body by death, or we can stay in our body and be miserable and continue resenting this body, and our body will never heal because it never feels supported by our mind, because our mind just wants and never ask for anything, and never ask us of anything, or the body of anything, and doesn't want to see the whole picture, the whole story. Or we can start communicating and actually support the body and be in a healthy relationship. So I get it that we all still, in our mind, we might want all of those things. But if we are not going to accept that our body might not be there today, and support our body to be there, and to accept the fact that it is where it is and it's supposed to be in this spot, and forgive ourselves that it's okay that we are not able to clean the entire house or work 15 hours a day, that relationship will help the body and the mind be at ease, and not create those resentments towards each other, not create the judgment against yourself and others, not to like push the body away or the mind away. Hi Ella, nice to see you. So this is now our choice. Are we going to have a healthy communication between our body and our mind and our soul? Or are we going to have a one-way communication? So our body will always reject us, or will always say no, and our mind will always want. So make that decision. So I want to know if you guys are following, if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you. I am very curious. Give me a thumbs up or a heart so I know that you are following. And I want to know if you guys are ready for this. Are you guys are ready to start having healthy relationship between your mind, your body, your soul? Because until that happens, until they all work together and accept each other, until there is a love and compassion between all those parts in you, there will be no healing. Because how the healing can happen if somebody feels rejected or not understood? So I hope you guys got the message that I was trying to give you, because I see this over and over and over in working with clients, and I've been through that. I want to achieve mountains, and my body said that I can only go to a little hill. And at first, of course, I resented. Why? There was all those questions. Why me? Becoming a victim. And this is not the healing way. And I hope that you guys were able to see that message that I'm trying to send it towards you. If you believe that somebody would benefit from this video, that you know somebody that is struggling with that, please share that video with them. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you want to ask me something, please write me a private message and we can talk. And for today, that will be it. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. So remember, I am here every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. And Thursday are Q&A, so you can ask questions and I will try to make a video about it. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.